Hello, Dr. Muhammad here with the Dr. Muhammad Experience. Today we are very privileged for our particular conference information sessions on children of incarcerated parents focused on resiliency to have a very significant young man with us today who is going to share his feedback and his voice on his experiences. Again, we think here at the Dr. Muhammad Experience that it's very important that those that are directly impacted have their voices heard. The Dr. Muhammad Experience is a platform for that. So today I introduce you to our first interviewee, and I'm going to give him opportunity to introduce himself before we get into the question that's looking at advice and breadcrumbs for those individuals that may be struggling or those individuals that just are in need of upward mobility. Today I introduce you to our first interviewee.
Hi, my name is Quamiir. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I am a child of two incarcerated parents. One is no longer incarcerated, but been in and out of prison, which is my mom. And then I also have another incarcerated parent, my dad, who's serving a life sentence right now for something that he did or was accused of doing when he was 19 years old. Um, However, I have built successful relationships with both of them throughout their experiences in and out of prison. For my dad, like he's been there this entire time, but we were able to build a successful relationship through letters. So I'm extremely proud of that, and I attribute a lot of the success that I'm experiencing now to those relationships. So
Thank you for that. One of the questions that a lot of individuals want to know, especially younger folk, those individuals in elementary, middle school, high school, those that are just starting college, what advice do you have in terms of all of the successes that you've obtained and the paths that you've been blessed to walk upon? What advice would you give to those individuals who are experiencing that without the mobility that you've been blessed with?
um, if I understand the question correctly, I think the advice I would give to a person going through similar experiences that I had to go through is just to be mindful, like things that are happening to you, quote unquote, are really not just happening to you, but they're happening for you. I believe in the power of God, Allah, and a lot of these experiences that I faced, I think I wouldn't have turned out to be the strong minded person that I've become if my parents were like in the picture full time. I think for me personally, like I think my dad would have took the lead on a lot of things to prevent me from having to experience like some of the life experiences that I have. So I would just say, like, try to take the opportunity that's before you and use it again, like for your long-term success. Because if you have the opportunity to like stand before your parents and tell them like you were able to succeed, you know what I mean, on your own without them, not to say that you did it in a I guess vain way, but you did it in spite of. And I think that's just so much power and then so much inspiration to them, especially if they're going through like their own trauma and, difficult experiences. Like they can, kind of latch on to that inspiration and encouragement from yourself when you can overcome so much adversity. So I think that's probably like the most important piece of advice that I can give someone that's going through the same thing I went through, because I now see my mom getting up to go to work every single day and proud, you know what I mean, of the things that I've accomplished so far, and take so much pride in that. Like it's no longer the excuse that our family has all these generational curses, because I feel like I was blessed with the opportunity to flip that on it upside down and say, you know what, we are educated family. We have the ability to attain a college degree. We have the ability to start businesses legally and not have to, earn all of our money, in the streets. So I just think it's so much power in living your life um, differently, especially because if you really get to know your parents, I'm sure they wouldn't want you to live your life in such a way that they live theirs, right? I think that's like one of their main goals is to help you not make the same mistakes as they made. So yeah, that's probably the most important piece of advice I can give someone going through that type of stuff.
Thank you so much. That was very profound. I really hope that our viewers go back and play this video over and over as much as you need to hear it and as much as you need to be reminded. I think it's very important that they could hear the emotion in your voice, that they're able to see your face. So thank you so much, not only for leaning into your blessings, but being an example for individuals that it's very important to build that relationship and oftentimes try your hardest to continue to move on. That's a lesson that, we all are dealing with. Thank you so much for that. And we look forward to having you on one of the panels during the conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Muhammad.